pets. We check in with Dawn on that.
Yeah, we're going to talk holiday safety for pets, but before before the break, of course, snow started to get a little bit fussy. So we're going to talk about snow quickly first because I decided not to sort of keep holding on to snow. How important is it to listen to the body language of the cats and the animals that you're dealing with?
It's extremely important. It's such a great thing that you were listening and kind of let him go, because often we try to restrain them and hold them because we're like, oh, we want to hold them, we love you. And if the cat's struggling or if they're growling or just starting to fuss, listen to them, let them go. They're trying to communicate with you to tell you let us go, right?
But snow may be a great addition to your family. It's just because I think, a little bit fussy in the morning, but Snow is very special. Tell us about Snow.
Oh, Snow, he came down on our Drive for Lives program, and he's deaf, and we believe he's partially blind. So for him, this whole world here is all new, maybe a little scary. I'm going to just open his kennel here and see if he wants to go
Let him go back in. Let's talk holiday safety, because actually with being partially blind, there are certain hazards that actually might be even more attractive.
Yes.
We've got something like a Christmas tree here right now. Let's talk about holly first. Is holly dangerous? And we've got a picture of that coming up.
Dangerous, your mistletoes, all that, dangerous. Cats eating anything they are ingesting that might cause them to vomit. For me, there's so many different plants out there, and I may not know.
Poinsettia?
Myth about that. It's been proven that that's not poisonous. However, for me, it's if they're eating it and they're getting sick, and I'm not sure what they're eating, and then they end up sick and I'm at the vet. I don't want that, right? I want to enjoy my holidays. I don't want my cat to be sick. So I'm always everything up. I don't know what it is. Just put it up so that they don't get into it.
And sparkly trees are attractive, and of course you didn't have tinsel on here, but tinsel is a no-no.
Oh, especially for cats, because cats like to get into things and they like to chew, and if they start chewing and ingesting that, it can get ingested and then twisted all around their intestines, and you're at the vets.
Not a good way to spend the holidays, Russ. For more information on any of the adoptables here, including Snow, who's just exploring right now, you can go to the spca.bc.ca website, and there's Snow just hanging out. Just exploring.
Great tips about the mistletoe and the poinsettias. I remember my little puppy Caesar, first Christmas tree we had for him. He just crawled underneath it and went to sleep down there. Really quite comfortable in there.
Breakfast television on this Thursday morning. Oh, Karma, bless you. A little achoo. We're here at the SPCA. Kim, tell us a little bit about Karma.
Karma's a couple of years old. She's we're trying to get her to gain a little bit of weight. She came in again through our Drive for Lives program, so we can help animals around the province. And she's looking for an active home. She's a little excitable, so when she sees things that make her happy, she gets really excitable. She is a lovely, lovely dog, and I think likes to play. She has her toys. She loves those. She likes to kind of tear them apart, which at Christmas time might be something to consider.
Something to consider.
Yeah, because to her, toys are toys. Dogs don't know the difference between kids' toys and their toys, because they're pretty similar. So what you want to do is make sure you have all the toys up, because otherwise the dogs are just going to pick them up, and if they do like to tear them apart, that's what they're going to do.
And is this part pit bull, it looks like, maybe?
Part pit bull. Yeah. She, at her previous home, she was quite active. They biked a lot, hiked a lot. So she's looking for a home that somebody's already doing that. They're out there hiking and exercising and just having fun with their dogs. To me, she's like that perfect beach dog. Good with dogs.
Yeah.
Yep, she's been really good.
So toys, obviously, under the tree might get to be a little bit of a problem potentially. What about other hazards for the holidays?
Well, there's lots. Like even your tree, if you have a live tree and you have water under there, you don't want the dog going in there and drinking up the water, especially if you have chemicals in there, them knocking it over, and if it falls and you have glass ornaments, they break.
Chicken bones.
Chicken bones if you're cooking your dinner, and then garbage, if they get into the garbage, you've got your chicken bones. If they ingest it and gets caught, like there's all kinds of things like that.
And we know chocolate is a no-no as well. They have a great website, spca.bc.ca, for more details on safety and what animals are available for adoption. You can check out their website. Hey, what kind of weather? Well, it is breakfast television, Kim, so we thought we'd feed these little bunnies some of their greens. It's the holiday season. It seems like small animals would be just an easy little stocking stuffer. I mean, of course, I say that as a joke, but a lot of people do think small animals are great gifts. And of course, any animal is not meant to be a gift.
No, it's not. It's tough. I mean, people have big hearts. They're kind. They think, you love a bunny. Here you go. And without thinking that maybe what your life is like, your lifestyle, maybe you're busy, it's not the right time. It's a long commitment. So really, I would just say to you, hey, can I give you a little card and gift gift certificate. Let's go to the shelter if you're looking for a small animal or a pet, rather than just getting it for you and giving it to you. You just really want to think it through because it's a long commitment too.
Now let's talk about bunnies specifically. Tell us about these guys.
Kristen and Kai, I think they've been in our shelter system for, I think it's like over 100 days now, and lovely social bunnies. I'm not really sure why they're not getting adopted because, as you can see, they're quite social with us. And yeah, I mean, bunnies. People think maybe I can just get them and then keep them in a cage and that's it. No, you can see the space they have here. They're quite clean, litter trained, and again social. And making sure that they have the right diet is really important. We talk about Christmas and all the ornaments and the Christmas tree lights. Chewing, they like to chew, so it's one thing to just watch for.
As far as body language, do they have kind of similar body language to what a cat would have as far as warning signs and defense mechanisms and social?
They do, and remember that bunnies are prey animals. So they're on hyper alert. It might be harder to read them too because they have to be very careful about what they do when they're out there so they don't get eaten. And people too, they think, oh, I'm going to pick up a bunny and just hold it, and they stand up. And what we teach people is stay down low to the ground because again, think about the only time that bunnies are up in the air. It's when that eagle or somebody's come in and grabbed them. The only time they fly is when they're grabbed, right? So remember that and stay low to the ground and don't scare them when you're picking them up.
So many great tips. And of course, if you want to adopt these bunnies or any of the other animals here at the SPCA, you can go to spca.bc.ca, and also their website is a great resource for tips like we've been learning about on how to handle the various animals.